Let's move on. 1 p.m. Eastern, Houston Texans 1-2, 0-1 on the road at Buffalo Bills, 2-1, 1-1 at home. We already had Dennis Garcia saying he is 2-1 fading Buffalo Bills every week, and he plans on doing it again here. He got the 17.5, which is gone. Those of you who had interest in backing the Texans at this giant number no longer have that opportunity. Pinnacle has moved it to 15.5. Wow, why would BetOnline still be holding on to a 17? That's interesting. I'm surprised that BetOnline has not switched that. But Pinnacle has moved it to 15.5, and it was a 2-point move that Pinnacle had. Brady said, I bet Houston plus 16.5, and that's all I have to say. Oh, and Dennis Garcia is 1-2. Excuse me, I said 2-1, 1-2. We have 63 Fahrenheit, a chance of showers. 8 mile per hour is the wind at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. So 17.5 moved to 15.5 or 16. We have this total opening up at 48. Pinnacle still holding it at 48. The other books have 47.5 and 47. All right. Oh, let's take a look at the cash here in this spot. This will be telling. We have 5,586 tickets in. 52% of the tickets on the Bills, 57% of the cash. Market moving towards the Texans. Then we have 56% of the tickets on the over and 82% of cash on the over, which is interesting. Texans come in on extra rest and preparations. So we've seen how big of a deal that is even early in the season, and it becomes more of even a bigger deal as we get later in the season. And the other team on extra rest and preparations is the Carolina Panthers, and I bet them today at +5 at the Cowboys. This Texans team, we're down just 7-6 at the half. Davis Mills was decent. First career start, 19-28, 168 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. Brandon Cooks, 9 passes for 112 yards, but the rest of the team managed just 56 yards receiving. They were incapable of moving the ball on the ground, ran 17 times for 42 yards, and it was repeated over and over and over again at the presser. How important it is to move the ball on the ground, how they need to move the ball on the ground. They said it over and over and over again. Their defense kept them in the game. Zach Cunningham, 14 tackles. Christian Kirksey, 10 of his own. They got 3 sacks, 5 quarterback hits on Sam Darnold. Safety A.J. Moore was put on IR after the game. Danny Amendola expected to miss at least another week with a hamstring injury. Safety Justin Reed, cornerback Terrence Mitchell, and linebacker Camu Grugier-Hill are all listed as questionable. Bills come in off a big 43-21 win at home over Washington. Josh Allen, 32 of 43, 358 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Allen's 5th career game of 4 TDs. Passing and 300 yards passing. That's 1 more than Jim Kelly already. Cole Beasley, 11 catches for 98 yards. Emmanuel Sanders, 5 for 94 and 2 TDs. Stephon Diggs, 6 catches for 62 yards. Zach Moss had a good game, 13 carries for 60 yards. Safety Jordan Poyer left Sunday's win with an ankle injury. He's day-to-day. And Obada, their defensive end, and defensive tackle Harrison Phillips missed their 2nd straight games. But this is a dangerous, healthy group. I wish I could have taken the plus 17.5, and I don't know why I'm not trusting myself more on Monday to attack this card and waiting just to break it all down with you. I guess I just feel more comfortable that way. But Bebsie, take it away here. Houston now at 15.5 or 16.5, depending on where you shop, and this total at 47.
Look, Dennis Garcia and I have agreed a lot so far this year. I don't know if I agree with his play to fade them all year. I think Buffalo's an extraordinarily talented team right now, and I think that Week 1 loss has them pissed off. I think McDermott has this team fired up. I think they're going to roll. Now, I love that Dennis got the 17.5. I hate that it's not there anymore. Because if I were to fade Buffalo, that's where I do it. Now, I don't think you can. I think you either bet on them or leave them. Even though that's a ton of points, I still just think that Buffalo defensive front is going to get up in the face of Davis Mills. And it's going to be a tough spot, even with the extra rest. I just don't see them being able to stack up against this Buffalo Bills team. They're too talented. I think the biggest thing you worry about right now betting Buffalo is a backdoor cover. I think they could blow out this team so early, at home, fired up, ready to go, know that they should win this game, I think they could come out firing, and they could take their foot off the gas, and this game could wind up getting an ugly backdoor cover. But for me, I don't know. It'd be tough to bet against the Bills. 17.5, a little bit easier. But right now, looking at it, I think Buffalo just rides in this one.
I mean, it's certainly the Texans are no bet for me. Burgundy Bet says, I'm not comfortable even putting this team in a 6-point teaser. Yeah. Dennis Garcia said, I made this game 15. The type of game where if they give me 14, I'll take Buffalo. 17, I'll take Houston. Birdie says, I fully expect to lose this bet. But 16.5 with a semi-capable defense is a must bet. Caveman Bet says, I hate betting on lines this big, but the Bills' defense looks to be a top 5 unit. White should get the best of Cooks. After Cooks, who do the Texans have? Nobody. Well, nobody last week. There's Sonny Vega joining us. Another.
But doesn't it also too? It feels like Brandon Cooks comes out the gate every year like this, and you're thinking, oof, like this is just going to be an absolute crazy year from Brandon Cooks, and then he comes back down to earth. Is this now week 4? Does it happen now? Maybe, especially if he's lining up against Trey White all day. That's a tough matchup.
I did not have the balls, in all honesty, at 17.5. I like to know that the market is moving in a certain direction, but as soon as it moves fast, man.
What's the first half on it? I keep trying to load the numbers, and for whatever reason, it's stalling for me.
The first half in this Texans-Bills spot is -10. Bills are 10-point first half favorites.
See, I'd be more inclined to take that bet.
Well, I am not moving on it at this point. Viper says the total's gone under in 5 of Houston's last 6 games when playing Buffalo. Bebsie, do you want to make a move on it?
I'm not going to make a move on this. This isn't one of the ones I was excited about.
Not Fletch Allen says Bills win every quarter. Give me the odds on that. Should be available right here, right? That would be to lead after every quarter, score every quarter. Okay, I'll pull that up here in a second. Let's say will beat me to it. Okay.